Hi everybody, so today I tried something new. A couple of weeks ago I ruined my husband's jeans, and they were great jeans. Unfortunately, bleach fell, like bottle of bleach fell off of the shelf and leaked into his jeans, and I ended up having ruined jeans which were practically new. So I eventually started feeling guilty and decided to fix it as much as I could, being an artist. So I want to walk you through little process that I used. And I don't know how about other materials, but jean materials are really good to practice on because they remind me of canvas. So let me show you what I did, because I did two spots got ruined on this jeans. So I just tried first one and I'll show you, and now I decided to film the second spot I will be fixing, so you might use that as well. So let me bear with me, because I need to switch the camera and move it to my table, my desk, where I will be fixing them, and I will walk you through the steps. All right, so here are the jeans, and let me just, I'm sorry for the shaking camera. So the jeans that got fixed are this one. This part already got fixed, and I just want to ask you, do you see where the part was? Yes, it's a little bit visible on camera. It's over here, but generally it's really hard to see, especially from far away. It really blends in. Okay, now I have another spot, unfortunately, yes, on these jeans, and the spot that I will show you right now is way bigger than the one that I already fixed, because I decided to try on the small scale first. Yeah, and thank God it's happened only on one side of the jean, and the other side is not touched at all by this stain. So in any case, what type of supplies I had in order to fix this? So I have the jeans. I have like a little cardboard, something strong and straight that you need to insert in. So let's do that. And then you need to secure it. Okay, just like this. You need to put that hardboard right underneath the stain, because you don't want the paint to seep through and damage the other side of the jeans, right? And then you need to secure it, and I have this clip, so I will use to just carefully fix it and leave it stable. Now let me take a seat over here so I can work on them, and I'll show you exactly what I did, because the process is kind of somewhat tedious, because you need to work in layers. But the thing is that for artists it's not a big deal. So if you're not an artist, you need to get some patience, or you can ask your artist friends to do that for you. All right, so I'm sorry for shaking. Let me bring it closer. So what else do I have now? I have acrylic paint, believe it or not. And acrylic paint that I have is not glossy, because jeans don't have the luster, right? They are pretty matte, and that's what we're looking for in paint. And some of you might be surprised that even though, yes, those are gray jeans, all of these colors that you see on my color palette are present in this color of jeans. So I will be adding a little bit of that and that color, and I will come up with something like that I used to fix another side of the jeans. And I also picked old, very coarse paintbrush with the very short bristles, but they are not soft, and bristles are either from let's see, I don't know exactly which animal hair was used for this. Maybe goat, maybe somebody else, because you cannot have soft like squirrel fur because it's going to be too bendable. If you're working on canvas or if you're working on jeans, you need very coarse, very sturdy bristles. All right, you need water, of course. I have paper towel over here, and I'll show you why I have my little knife over here, the blade. Now, if you are under, let's say, to be safe, 15, don't use this at home. Ask your parents to do that for you, or use something else like scissor blades or something more secure. You don't need anything sharp, like plastic knife will work. Okay, I'll show you why you need that. And so the first thing after, you know, putting the cardboard under this jeans, the next thing what you need to do is start mixing your colors. And what I will start is with the base color. Base color will be actually the color of the jeans, which is just plain gray. We're not gonna go at the beginning any crazy than that. So what I will be doing, and make sure the rest of the jeans are away from your color palette, because you don't want to end up accidentally painting something that doesn't need to be painted. I do have, however, this acrylic medium for pouring it, just so that I wouldn't use a lot of water. Just a little bit of that might be helpful. However, you don't have to have that. And now I will just start mixing my a little bit of black, a little bit of white, maybe a little bit more of white than black. I will have some gray in it as well, not too much though. And I will try to look at how I went with the tone, with the how gray I got. Do I need to go darker, lighter, or I'm good? And from then I will start building up the other colors into it, because this, believe it or not, has warmer tint of gray. This has a little bit of burgundy, dark red. I chose Tuscan, Tuscan, I guess it's called in English, red. And it's this pretty dark red. And I will start building that into the color over here. And overall, I don't have enough grays and blacks and whites. Like the base color, I had to put more because my my stain is pretty big. So this is practically enough. Now, what next I will be doing, I just gonna be putting first coat on this stain. Now, the stain, as I said, we will be covering in layers. The first, I just gonna do basic color. And look what I'm doing, I'm just stamping color in. I'm not trying to, you know, paint as if I would paint on canvas, because jeans are not canvas. And what I ruined over here is the texture need to be also copied from what is surrounding the stain. So for now, I don't know what, let me see what you can see in the camera. It's not a very, of course, correct to what I see in life. The camera displays it a little bit differently. You might see it more vividly than what I see over here because of the light and okay. But for now, what I did, I just matched the tone on the scale. This is almost the same tone of gray. I still need to work on it. I still need to build up layers. On the camera, I see it's a little bit looking lighter. Plus, it's a little bit wet still. But yeah, in order to make it drier faster, you can use some type of fan. I'm using this thing that inflates balloons or balls. I'll turn this on just for a few seconds. And this produces cold air. It's not warm air or hot air, because we don't want temperature to interfere with the color. Okay, now we can give it a little bit time, and we were going to be building next layer. Next layer, what I will be doing, I will be adding into this mixture my beige, and the beige that I chosen is the canvas, I'm sorry, the burlap color, because this is the some parts of these jeans have this beige, and it's pretty cool beige. It has gray in it, so it's will not gonna lighten up the color a lot, but it will bring this warmth and kind of neutral feel to these jeans. So I will bring this into the mixture. I will add a little bit more other colors too, so that I will retain the amount of paint sort of through that. And now what I will be doing, I'm not gonna end up painting every single spot over here. What I will do, I will just stamp this paint here and there, because that's how it is in jeans. I already looked at these jeans. They have a little bit of color protruding here and there. They look kind of already worn out, though they were absolutely brand new, because yeah, it's jeans. It looks a little bit like spotty, I should say. And I remember the wet paint always looks different from the dry paint. Under different light, it looks differently. So you always need to make sure that you are like looking under the sun, under the artificial light, on different angle, because on different angle this color looks differently too. So you need to kind of try your best to match it as much as you can. Now, as you can see, especially on the camera, it's very visible. You see like a darker gray kind of builds up on the perimeter of this spot. So what you need to do is you can wait and see if it's a water just kind of seeping into the fibers surrounding this spot that we're treating, or it might be a darker paint that got over there, which is okay. We always can cover in the second, third, or fourth layer. And again, you can just give it a little bit of a cold air. You can wait, you can blow on it. All right, just a little bit more. All right. So now is what we need to do is need to see under every angle and kind of turn it around and see, okay, what else we can add, what else we can put in order to make it to match the surroundings. Like, how can we camouflage this area? So as you can see, there's a lot of white strands coming all around, just like random things. So we can kind of imitate it too. That will help us to, and I just will do that just a little bit here and there, because I don't want to overwork this thing. Now, also, oddly enough, I was adding this brown, which is called real brown, if that makes sense. And it says gloss, but I'm adding so little of it, it's not gonna be glossy at all. So I will just add a little. Guys, don't squeeze too much paint. Look how much paint I have. I have like a smaller than my pinky nail amount of paint. So I would say it's like 1/16 of a teaspoon or tablespoon. I mean, it's a tiny little dot of paint, because you don't need a lot of paint to fix your jeans. I hope. You don't need to fix your jeans at all. Maybe it's just me who ruins jeans with bleach. All right, so I will again stamp the newly made paint with a little bit of brown here and there, just again to add another layer of color and add this. And I even go a little bit out of the edge to make it blend with surrounding area more. And again, guys, we don't need big blobs of paint because it's going to be visible, right? We still need to maintain the texture, the thickness of the jeans. We cannot go crazy with the yeah, with, you know, building up layers, and they're going to be thicker than everything else. So now I also see some reds, of course, over here, and as I said, I did add some red into the mixture, so I will add, like, we see it's practically nothing. Reds are very powerful, they can overpower the whole thing. I just have a little tint over here, and you see it's already like too red, but I will add a little bit of that. Okay. And then I see that some parts have got a little bit lighter than I need them to be. I will add a little bit of blue into the mixture, a little bit of black and that gray. So guys, again, please don't follow exact steps that I do when I'm mixing colors, because as you know, jeans have all different colors in the world. So please don't think that following exact steps in mixing the color will yield the same results. You will gonna end up having a different shade of gray if you're fixing gray. It might be easier to, will be easier to fix maybe black, but blue jeans also have different tints and tones. So I'm just building up this different color, different layer. And I will be adding now a little bit of white onto the edge again. And another technique I like, that I put color and then I'm kind of smearing it with my finger, so it wouldn't again be very, you know, protruding or standing out. We don't want that. Okay, now this also will help you to paint on your jeans. If you want to do some artistic, you know, picture, create something on your jeans, acrylic paint is the way to go. Now, you still can see this spot and it's a little bit of wet, but what I like to do at this stage is I like to copy the texture of my jeans, and that's why this tool will come handy. Now again, if you are younger than 15, please don't use any knives of this kind. Use the plastic knife, use the like old gift card that is used, the edge of it will help. You can use like a little plastic that is, you know, broken piece of, I don't know, packaging, that will help. But practically what we're doing with that, we need to mimic the texture of the jeans. So you need to look carefully which way the jeans were produced, right? Which way the threads go, because they, even though they of course intervene with each other, right, and they are woven into each other like this, they still have main like thread going through in a certain direction. Sometimes it's on angles, sometimes it's you know, goes in different directions. So you need to mimic that, and then what you need to do is you need to just go over those little dips, those little grooves, and kind of scratch inside of them, so the paint will not going to be sitting on top of it, but go inside of those grooves and will texture that way. You will even have your treated spot to look good under different angles, because those grooves will reflect light in the way you want them to reflect light, and the texture will help to mimic the colors that are around that ruined area. So don't ruin the jeans by pushing too hard, because you definitely can cut your jeans if you're especially using knife like that if you're adult. However, you can absolutely, you can get the, I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring it. You see, it's if you can see the grooves that I created, so it's really helped to further that you know, camouflage the area. Now, as this thing is drying, I can see different places that I need to redo here and there just a little bit, because bleach yellows the area too. So there are a couple of like yellowish parts over here, so we want to bring it down. We definitely want to make it look like it's not, you know, ruined part. So let me, I know my video is going a little bit over time I was planning, but yeah, it's in real life. I'm not speeding it up or anything. I'm not I'm just using real life recording, and just here and there around that ruined area, I would like to cover the yellows. And again, guys, because the area was bleached, the way paint lays on the bleached area is different from the way paint lays on the regular jean or denim area, right? So you might wait a little bit longer and add more color to build the layer of underneath too, because it's like painting on you know, dark gray canvas versus on white. The next couple of layers will be looking different. Until you're gonna build up enough layers, it's not gonna be visible completely. In some parts I see I need to go a little bit darker, so I'm adding a little bit like bluish, black, gray. Not as much. So yeah, that is practically how you can fix, especially it will help to fix much smaller area of the jeans, because it's easier to camouflage small ruined spots than the bigger ones. Again, I will just gonna go over the new layer of paint with the knife and use the grooves. Redo the grooves again. Okay, and it's drying now. I'm sorry. So as soon as the thing will dry, my water around this area will dry as well, and that will look the same as the area that I fixed over here, which is right over here. And like if I will put it under the certain light, you can see that area was ruined. You see right there. But generally, when you're looking at it, especially from a side, it's really hard to see. And the area was really small. Sometimes I need to look on the inside of the jeans to see that stain, because inner fibers of the denim still little look like bleached. All right, so as I'm waiting on that thing to dry, I will gonna finish this video, and I hope, guys, that would be helpful, and I hope that you let me put my camera in the, I hope you guys will do something similar to the things that I ruined, and maybe they just gonna end up in the trash, but practice and create something like this. You also, what you can do if something has really ruined and completely damaged big area, what you can do is you can create small canvases for yourself. If you have the frame, wooden frame, you can stretch jeans over and create yourself a new canvas, homemade. Alrighty, it was fun talking to you, and I will turn on the comments just to see what you have to say. Okay,
See you later. Bye.